please do join, follow, and enjoy this presentation, especially if you are new. So CACE, C-A-C-E, the Caribbean African Collective Ealing. It was an idea for over a year. It was formed officially in October of 2024. And we've got now about 296 members now. So we were formed in the hope that we could get a space, a permanent dedicated space for the Caribbean African people of Ealing, that was for arts and culture and heritage and history, to celebrate our dedication and our how can I say it, the input that we have put into the borough over the years, as part of our legacy, and also to thank all the people that have brought us to this point in the borough. We've noticed that lots of other boroughs have Black cultural centres, like Islington, like Brixton, and we wanted to have one for ourselves in Ealing. So that's the reason why we created this collective. The collective is a group of people who are entrepreneurs, artists, businesses, charities, all coming together with a single purpose of working together to have this group to support each other with funding bids, with ideas, and work together rather than working separately, all in this dedicated space. So the idea was to have a space that was dedicated, that was our own, that we would share and that we would run ourselves. It hasn't been done before in this borough, and the idea was for us to have this. And so that's why we created it. It hadn't happened before, and it's a very, very new thing for the borough to have. So let's jump ahead. Hold on. Okay. Who are we? Well, our team and director. So it's myself, Michelle Brooks, talking to you today. I'm a director and founder of Show Patrol TV. I'm a filmmaker from the borough, grew up in Ealing, travelled around with my TV work, but have come back to Ealing to do this project and others in the borough. There's Ryan, who is director and also a founder of Wiseman West FC. Claudette Rowe is a consultant, founder of Row by Row Bookkeeping, and Carlene Bender, another co-director and founder of Contact Us Ealing. So we're all together. We are the directors. We direct jointly. However, we do have committees as well for things like events, for things like marketing, and just to help us guide ourselves and our members in what we're doing throughout the year. So CACE are a group of local Caribbean African organisations and individuals. We are a by and for organisation. That means we are by the Black culture, for the Black culture, out there trying to do the best to raise and lead the culture in the area of Ealing. Obviously, we welcome everybody because we believe that Black culture is everyone's culture. Black history is everyone's history. And we really, really welcome people from other cultures to find out about what we do and how we do it, especially in our own space. So yeah, we have over 296 members. Carlene, what is it like at the moment? Has it gone up since we last spoke?
Yeah, we're 299. We're getting very close to 300.
Wow, that's amazing. So that would be a breakthrough moment for us. Our members are passionate about showcasing their culture and educating their community. It's a mixture of people who are makers. They make clothing, they might write books, they're painters. All different kinds of people from all different industries are part of CACE, and we welcome more diverse and exciting people to the team. Our mission, as I said before, our mission would be to get a building. Our ideal building would include a performance and exhibition space, offices and co-working area, soundproof music studios, bookshop and gallery, cafe and garden, storage, parking, and much, much more. Obviously, we're starting small at the moment, but we want to get bigger and better with what we do. What could it look like? Well, it could look like all these things. We did some research. We had a little team go out to JW3 in Islington and have a look at that and how they created that organisation and that building. We also looked around at the Caspian Centre in Acton, Pittshanger Manor, and a few other places, and how they set themselves up as organisations going forward. It also, as I say, could have a cafe, its own stage area and a gallery area. Why have we chosen Caribbean African? Well, our contribution to Ealing and the country is immense, and we need to see that reflected. disproportionately Caribbean and Africans have not received the support that they need in the borough and across London. And we're starting to see that, and we want to rectify that in some way. And this is one of the ways we want to rectify that. Why Ealing? Well, Ealing, as I say, is an incredibly creative borough with entertainment in its DNA. It's well known, as I say, for its films. It's got a hugely diverse culture where just under 20% identify as African, Caribbean, or mixed ethnicity, and stars from comedy, film, and music are known worldwide and have come from the borough. Ealing has a wealth of Black talent that has gone on to be known globally, and CACE would be a place to showcase that. So obviously we know about Sir Steve McQueen, Angelica Bell, Jamal Edwards, MBE, who has passed, Bukayo Sako, people like Erica and Jessica Huntley, who were activists, who ran a bookshop for several years from the 70s right through to today. Theo Lane, a jazz singer, Kwame Amar, an actor and director, creative director as well. Andrew Levy from the Brand New Heavies, and many, many more people have had their start in Ealing or worked in Ealing and become part of the Ealing fabric. Who is CACE for? Well, it's for everybody. CACE is for the culture. We encourage youth projects. We support our elders. We want our charities to thrive. So what does CACE do? CACE project strands. We have several project strands and programs that we are running. One of them is called CACE Creates, which is our creative strand. We have CACE Connects, where we connect people. CACE Works, which we help people with applying for work. CACE Studies, which is our homeschool kind of after school club. We also have CACE Notes, which is music. CACE Books, which is our book club, and CACE by CACE, which is our drop-in. Case by case is legal, whether you want welfare support. We have appointments you can book to get help on many, many matters that help you throughout throughout your life, whether it could be to do with things like, you could have problems with financial issues, it could be domestic abuse, it could be legal problems, it could even be migration problems, like it could be, the Windrush. You could be someone still chasing Windrush legacy money. And that is something that in the future we aim to be able to help you with. We have legal people as part of our group who want to set up a case by case team for you. The case is clear. CACE will help you build, grow, and move forward in 2025. That is what we're here for. We're here to celebrate the culture, support the culture, and grow everybody going forward. So why do we need this? Well, we believe we need it because we have existing buildings and heritage in Ealing. We have great buildings in Ealing. We have Ealing Studios. We have Ealing Filmworks, Pitshanger Manor, Gunnersbury Museum, and many, many more. But they do not highlight our heritage. So if any of you have been to Brixton, or you've been to Islington, you'll see they have Black cultural businesses there, Black cultural organisations like the Black Cultural Archive. Islington has its Black Cultural Centre, and we just want to have our own. Islington, they've recently been granted their own Black Cultural Centre. So what they do in that borough is they have 4 organisations who take their turns and each have 3 months each in the building itself to run their own programmes. So that's how they've chosen to do it there. And it's in their DNA to be challenging actively and things like racism. And in their bid to be anti-racist, Islington Council have decided that they want to do something about it and provide something where people can be educated about Black culture so that we can understand a bit more about each other and obviously get rid of things like racism once and for all. So Ealing Heritage. Ealing has a rich history of carnivals, cultural shows, long-standing charities including Descendants, the Jamal Edwards Self-Belief Trust, Stardust Arts, and the United Anglo-Caribbean Society, but yet no Caribbean and African hub to date. How we do it? So we decided we're going to source an empty, unused space or building. We've had the idea of doing some crowdfunding, which will take a lot of effort and support all round, but we want to do some crowdfunding to bring this building into use. Other ways we're going to raise funds, we will have a regular, we're going to have regular grant applications. We'll be doing sponsorships and advertising. and we will partner with local and national partners who back our cause and care about what we do. We'll also promote our members and ensure that you as members benefit first. Other ways we will raise funds. Well, we will have to run events regularly, and we'll welcome opportunities to work with people to run events. We've had a poetry night recently. We're going to be doing creative writing. We'll also be hiring out our spaces to bring in revenue. We'll also sell books and resources to educate and enrich the community. We'll promote our members and ensure that you benefit first. Other ways we'll raise funds. Now, we have recently joined something called Easy Fundraising, and we're on the platform which you can join as well. We welcome people who are on Easy Fundraising to follow us and find us. CACE is the Caribbean African Collective CACE Events CIC on that platform. So it's a really, really easy platform to understand, and what it involves is us basically joining the platform, or yourselves joining the platform. Look for easyfundraising.com. Oh, hold on 1 second. Just pause. Hold on. We're on a meeting. You mind? All right, thank you. Sorry about that. We had a little interruption. All right, so we are on Easy Fundraising, and we have our own website. Just to reiterate, Easy Fundraising is literally super easy to work. So as somebody who I do love apps, etc. I know not everyone is like that. So what I would say to you is the easiest way of doing it is to find the website Easy Fundraising and then search for Caribbean African Collective or CACE Events CIC. So you've seen it on the left-hand side. You can see how we've set it all up. The thing to do is to log in and create your own login ID and then follow us as a project. So you can either refer a friend or you can just follow us on here. And when you go in there, you can click to search the brand that you want to shop with when you're shopping online, whether it's Amazon, Dunelm, Argos. There are thousands and thousands of stores literally on there. Click on our that you're following us. Make us your designated charity. Become a supporter of us, and then when you search to find the brand you want to shop with and you buy whatever you're going to buy at no additional cost to yourself, they will make a donation on your behalf. So if it's Amazon, it could be 1%. If it's Dunelm, it could be 2 to 4%. Argos donate, and lots of other people, including Sainsbury's, Tesco's, loads of Marks and Spencer's, anyone you could think of. If you go on the computer, or go on the website, you'll see there are literally thousands of organizations out there who are there willing to donate and to donate to anything that you buy from. So whenever you make a purchase on the Easy Fundraising Hub, they will contribute to your fund on your behalf. So it's no additional cost to yourself. They will make a donation. You'll get a message back saying your donation has now tracked, and we have put, whether it's 20 pence or £2 or whatever it might be, they will make a donation to us on your behalf. So that is a super easy way you can contribute to us and help CACE to raise the funds we need to raise. So that's one thing. So yeah, we're going to build some relationships. Obviously, we're very, very new. I always remind people we're literally months old. So to help us along the way and to raise our profile, we will be partnering with people to help grow our followers. So we'll partner with other organizations with similar values. We'll share spaces and raise awareness. We will seek out patrons and donors who back our cause of becoming sustainable and benefiting the community. We will, in addition to all of that, have to introduce membership. So that's an interesting thing that we are looking to do, and we want to make you a member so that we can increase our following and obviously so we can be sustainable. So we're introducing several membership tiers. The first one will be the CACE-based membership. That will be a monthly newsletter. You'll get access to the CACE WhatsApp. You will also have a free entry to an annual prize draw, and you'll be featured on the CACE members directory. You won't, however, have access to a dedicated section, which is you'll be able to, for example, advertise in the shop or get discounted use of the workshop event space. You won't be able to get for example, a hot desk, but you will be eligible for lots of things, that are part of the basic membership. And you won't be able to feature when we do social promoting on social media and newsletters, but you will be able to get those basic things. So that's a very base membership. It's a rock bottom price of £5 a month or £60 a year. So it is going to change very, very soon. And we did have to introduce that membership because we realized we needed to obviously run the space, and we do need to be able to run our website and lots of other things that we need to make sure the CACE does stay afloat. So that's the base membership. Then the next membership up is the CACE Maker membership. Now, these are for people who make things and want to have their goods distributed or showcased in our shop. So what that means is if you are a dressmaker or you make jewelry and you want to have a shelf in the shop, or you want to have a mannequin out front, then this is something that would benefit you, where for £20 a month, you would be able to have a shop space, and it's a fraction of the cost of you having your own shop, which could be £700-800 or even £1,000 a month if you're on the high street in West Ealing. So that's something that would benefit somebody who's new, starting out as an entrepreneur, but wants to showcase what they do. So again, you get access to the newsletter, the WhatsApp, the prize draw, but also additionally, you will get the shop space as well for your brand and for your product, as well as tickets to a CACE event. Okay, so that's that one. Just going to quickly whiz you through the CACE Worker. The CACE Worker is a budget price hot desking package for people that want somewhere nice and cultural to work from. So we've introduced that, which is going to be for people who want to get out of the house. Maybe they are looking to mingle with other people who are part of the diaspora. They want to share ideas, they want to talk to people. It's just basically a way of us utilising our hot desking space at £75 a month. And it's a lot cheaper than others that are out there, which are charging hundreds of pounds. As I say, you get free Wi-Fi, you get free coffee, you get tickets to events, and you get discounted usage of the shop space. You get everything is thrown in basically for that particular one. So you also get concessionary prices on our higher charges for when you're hiring the workshop out. So if you want to be the kind of person who might want to run a workshop in our workshop space, and you would get a concession off that as well. So that is the memberships. I'm also going to, it's a bit overwhelming to have all this in one go, but I am going to also introduce you to the pricing. We are also doing higher charging for the workshop space as well. So we're introducing a room hire fee because we had quite a few people asking from various places about, how are we going to hire our rooms out? How much is it if we're a member? How much is it if we're not a member? So we've also created a little kind of room hire price list as well. So the hire fee is £20 an hour plus £50 deposit and 15% ticket sales. And in addition, base members get a concession, maker members get a concession, and also worker members also get a concession. So they won't be paying the full price. They'll get a concession off that higher space because it is getting quite popular and people want to be able to run it. And additionally, we need to be able to man it for health and safety purposes. So we will need to ensure staff are on hand during room hire just to make sure everything runs smoothly and there's no health and safety issues. Volunteers. Obviously, for CACE to run a stay open, we will need volunteers to support us with a minimum of 4 hours a week. How does that benefit you? Well, as a volunteer, if you're somebody who's looking to get experience in running a shop or running a venue, this would be something that would be right up your street. If you're somebody who wants to get into running events, this is the kind of thing that would really help you. If you volunteer for 6 months with us, you'll get a reference, you get training, you get little perks like obviously free tea and coffee. You can bring your laptop to help, and you can work when it's quiet. You can do a bit of work on your own. So lots of benefits to volunteering for CACE. Obviously, when we have the shop running a bit more, you'll have to help with that a little bit more. But when we have shop makers there, they will have information about their goods and what they're making. And what that means is that you can steer people towards people that are making things and introduce them to things. If they want to obviously buy something, you'll show them how to pay for it and that kind of thing. So you'll get lots of experience in working in a shop environment, in a studio environment, in an events environment, depending on what you like to do. So volunteers do get a lot from the experience, and we do know that we need volunteers to make sure that CACE does stay open and working as much as possible. So the summary: Caribbean African Collective CACE, seeking a permanent building in Ealing, a building for arts, culture for all, competing on a national scale, leased initially with a view to becoming wholly owned, and as a fitting compensation, bear with me, just jump back, a fitting compensation and legacy for the contributions of the African and Caribbean community in Ealing. Now, some of you may know already that we did actually find a space, and we have been offered what's called a residency, a temporary residency in a shop front already in West Ealing. So if you know West Ealing High Street and you know the Old Hat, it's directly opposite the Old Hat. It's a cute little shop. It used to be Richer Sounds, if you've been around a while. It then became, in 2019, Herbert Brown Jewelers. And unfortunately, Herbert Brown were not able to sustain that because Herbert Brown went into administration and SET took over. SET is an art gallery social enterprise. And what SET were able to do was to take over the spaces and introduce, connect local artists with the space. So as part of their offering to local artists and charities, they've offered us the downstairs of the SET, which is the Herbert Brown building, which is what we're using temporarily as a residency. So we are in a temporary space, and that is what we're doing. So we have a proposition of how we're going to run a proper space. We have been given this wonderful opportunity to do that in the Herbert Brown building. So we moved in on the 8th, and that was our launch day. And yeah, since then we've been in the office, and we've been mainly doing Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. We had a Friday poetry night last week, Friday. We had a book launch. Carlene, one of our directors, launched her Black History book on the 8th as well. And it's something that we want to do more of. We want to have more events here, and we want to show that we can run the events and we can run the space. So if you want to get involved and you want to find out more about CACE, how you can become a member, how you can become a volunteer, then definitely reach out to us. We definitely need more help. And yeah, so this is CACE, the Caribbean African Collective. Follow us. The website is here, cace.org.uk. And you can email us at caribbeanafricancollective@gmail.com. And any questions? Gone very quiet.
I'm going to stop recording now.